Hello, and welcome back to the channel Between Breaths Now. Today is the full moon Guru Purnima festival. It's a very major festival for all people who are looking mainly to go beyond, I would say. So, I live in Australia. I'm in Melbourne at the moment, and so I think the main way to put here would be to say the mental health issue. So what exactly is mental health when we are saying people are struggling with mental health? So I would say that the thought process has overtaken their personal ability to manage it. So once a thought process has taken over you, then your inability to manage it is somewhere like when it reaches a certain threshold, we will call it a mental illness. Seems to be a very big issue in Australia with a lot of significant government funding going into it. And I'm not sure about other countries as such, but maybe they're not so affluent as to invest in it and have found other ways to manage it. Well, some people say religion is one way as well. As is a quote by Sadhguru, he says it's a cheap psychiatry. Uh, well, I don't know. I'm not sure on exactly that. Uh, like religion has its own place. Uh, but yeah, so mental health issues are mainly caused by the inability to control thoughts. Of course, the more stress the human experiences, the less the ability becomes. One way is to strengthen the human being so that he can take more stress. The other way is to reduce the stress and get rid of it. uh, Science is taking the approach of, like I've noticed a few other people, nothing to myself, so it's not a first hand experience, but I've noticed other people where people they've given medicines to, or they're given a framework like when they meet the psychiatrist. uh, I remember a wellness coach in my office a little bit, but I felt he struggled more with mental issues than. So maybe it is a communicable disease. It's like a communicable disease, although I'm not uh, saying you shouldn't help. You should always do your best to help people in. Uh, at least feel a compassion for the people who are struggling and do your best, your make capable best to help them out. But yeah, I found that people who were actually uh, psychiatrist or something whom I met, like the wellness coach and other people, I found them struggling more from just from my visual perception. I didn't go too deeply into what they felt. The other I have met, people have been given medicines. People have been, so basically the medicine, I from what I know, is just brings the thought process to down, maybe like a, not exactly drowsiness, but it may be drowsiness. I'm not saying there's no case for that. There are cases where it might be too severe and the medicines are really helpful. I think it's beyond a doubt that the medicines are helpful, especially for people who are in really those deep uh, suicidal states or psychotic states, is the word I would use. So yeah, they are helpful for them. The common human is using alcohol in Australia to be okay. Let's say the mind's chattering, have a couple of beers, and It relaxes you. You feel good. It's enjoyable. It feels the ultimate thing for many people. But the problem with all these solutions are uh, they're like temporary fixes. You might walk out of it into normal life, but still the chances of coming back are there. So how to walk out of it completely, or at least have the power on your own to walk out completely. So as the channel goes between breaths, breath is one of the key tools which we have, which we know is both physical, and if you keep noticing the breath long enough, you'll notice it also uh, calms the mind down. That's why I consciously chose the name Between Breaths Now when starting this channel. So it was just to point out that the breath is both linked to the physical as well as the psychological. A person's breathing style would give a lot of information about them. For example, if you are in an angry thoughts are running, you'll know. If you are notice your breath at that moment, you'll notice it's a bit more uh, not normal at that moment. Of course, it's a very subtle to keep your attention on the breath consistently is actually the key to unlocking what the the getting beyond the mind states of life. So that's where the Guru Purnima comes in. The Guru, at least, Guru kind of guides you beyond the mental states. In this, of course, there are many layers we can go through. So, for example, a simple technique which is available is so you close your eyes, take inhale for 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, then hold the breath, watch the hold, exhale 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, hold the breath, watch it 1, 2, and then you go again. Inhale 1, 2, 3, 4, hold the breath, watch the point, and then you exhale 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, hold the breath, watch it 1, 2, and then you inhale again 1, 2, 3, 4, hold the breath, watch it 1, 2, exhale 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, hold the breath, watch it. So the key ingredient is not uh, is to first to bring attention to the breath in here. So what I've done, if you have been able to follow it, the key thing I've done here is to bring attention to the breath. Of course, after you have practiced enough, you can even keep your attention on the breath while your eyes are open, you're doing normal things. But it's a little bit of a process to get there, which the guru can do for you if you are in the right. So then you can pretty much do everyday things. You're pretty much a normal human being. You can enjoy, you can do whatever, but it doesn't collect, the mind doesn't collect uh, any of the thought stuff. Not that you can't think, you can keep thinking if you need to, but it's not a the thought process will never be out of control. It is many times you will notice it just going, and then your attention will naturally come back to the breath. So yeah, that's where the breathing is the core, but also important is the 2 points which I mentioned, which we were holding. So if you notice the hold of the inhale and the hold of the exhale, So we were holding these 2 points. So what exactly is happening? It's going from outside to inside. There's a point, it touches the maximum point, and then it goes outside and touches the maximum point. So those 2 points are actually one and the same point, and that's where the transmission of yoga happens. So so because they're identical points, that's where the person figures out what's inside is outside as well. So as there's a saying, as above so below, so as inside so outside. It's pretty much the same thing, because the outside is a magnificent grand universe. It's not just your home, it's not just your country, it's not just earth, it's not just a solar system, it's not just a galaxy, it's multiple galaxies, universe, and then beyond as well. So it's a very grand universe. So to have that connection from the outsource to yourself is the transmission of yoga, we'll call it as such, as the transmission. Of course, if we go by the modern yoga founders, which is Patanjali, who is not so modern, for like, it's probably before Australia was discovered that he created all this yoga. uh, so at that time he is given one of the sutras. Is so he starts with atah yoga, so which means now yoga. In the second line itself, he describes what yoga is. He says yoga chitta vritti nirodha. So that's pretty much it. If you have understood that part, pretty much the rest of it, whatever follows, whatever postures, whatever methods, whatever techniques, whatever ways, sadhanas, whatever uh, yamas you follow, niyamas you follow, asanas, you pranayama, then you go deeper, deeper, deeper into reaching the samadhi at final stage, or samyama even. So then, but these are just steps. They are just steps to get to that yoga chitta vritti nirodha, which means yoga is cessation of the mind stuff. Whatever mind stuff is going, the cessation of all that is yoga. Chitta in modern science would be the discerning nature of the mind. So I like this, I don't like this, I like this, I don't like this. That nature it's built. Uh, I like pleasure, I don't like pain. I like pizza, I don't like broccoli. Uh, I so I For example, some people have this very, I'm vegetarian. Anybody who's not a vegetarian is so you built that uh, uh, chitta of that sort, where there's an agitation created, and to get rid of all that agitation is uh, mainly yoga. It would require steps though. So one of your yamas could be being a vegetarian, for example. So one of your yamas, so that's a rule you've chosen to follow. The second step would be niyama, which means to regulate that one. The third step is sitting in a proper asana. For that, I think majority of the yoga taught in Australia is asana, for asana to get something called asana siddhi, which is basically your ability to sit very long in a comfortable, for you, the comfortable posture. And the fourth step is the regulation of the breath, which can be done in two ways. I'll leave, I think that's a lot of information I've captured, yeah, for this Guru Purnima day in this video. Thank you for watching, and hope you have a wonderful evening. Please leave your comments if you have more information or any questions you want to ask. Thank you.